Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to understand aliasing concept in SQL. Okay, you can pronounce it as aliasing or aliasing. Both are fine. Okay, so let's focus on the concept. In this video, I'm going to just teach you what is the aliasing concept plus how to give table and column aliasing. Why it is required, where it is required, that we will understand in the upcoming topics. Like we have a joins concept, there you will understand why it is required. Okay, so that why part we will not discuss in this video. What is aliasing and how to give aliasing to the tables and columns, this is what we are going to understand. So these are the notes I already have created over here, and plus you will be having the interview question answers as well on this concept. So you can collect this document from the description. So let's use the online compiler again. See why I am using online compiler, because you are beginner, correct? And we are practicing with different tables. So unnecessarily we will not create the tables in our hard disk. Okay, why to waste the storage when we are just practicing? Those tables are just useless only, right? So that's why we will practice in online compiler, because online compiler will help us to practice with the syntax, plus whatever the table creation queries we are writing over here, it is not creating those tables in our hard disk, guys. Okay. So very easily we can practice with different types of table creation SQL queries here on the online compiler. So if we are a beginner, it's always better to use online compilers. Okay. So let's continue. Once we comfortable with this from the joins concept, we'll start using our actual MySQL database in our system. This is also MySQL only, guys. Okay. So don't worry about it. Now, let's understand the concept now. See, table aliasing. Aliasing means temporary name. That's all. Like how in your home you might be having some temporary name, your nickname, right? Your mother might be calling you Chintu, but your original name might be Akash, Pooja, Prakash. So that Chintu is your nickname, which your family can access to call you, which your family can use to call you, correct? So in the similar way, in SQL also, we will be giving the nicknames, whatever you want, to your tables, to your columns. How to give? Let's understand. Let's say I have created one table. Create table. Let's say the table name is coders. Coders organization. ORG. Employee details. This is the table name, some big meaningful table name I have given. Coders, organization, employee, details table. Okay. In this table, how many columns we have? Let's say coders, employee, ID column. Okay. The data type is integer. Next, coders, employee, name column, and the data type is varchar of 20. That's all. So now we'll give the semicolon here and let's run the code. Yeah, our table is ready, guys. Okay, understood. We'll insert the values. Insert into. What is our table name? This is the big table name. I'm going to copy over here and we'll paste it. Now inside this, what are the values? I'll just write the values keyword here. So the values are employee ID 101 and the employee name will give as Ankit. Okay. Next, we'll write select all the details from this big table name. Okay, we'll run the code. Yeah, our table is ready, guys. And what is the column name? You can check. Coders employee ID, coders employee name. Okay. Now I'm going to give the temporary name to my table. When to give temporary names? When we are retrieving the data, then we can use the temporary name. Retrieving means asking for the data. Okay. So when you are asking for data, in select statement, you can give the temporary name. So coders, organization, employee details, the temporary name for this is EMP. That's all. So now if I run the code, see, we are not getting any error, and internally EMP is the temporary name and this EMP is accessible only inside this query. Outside the query, if you try to write, okay, select everything from EMP, because EMP is a temporary name for this table only, correct? If I run this code, see, I'm getting error. Why? Because your temporary name is accessible only and only inside this query, within the query. Temporary names can be accessible within the query in which you have declared it. So where you have declared this? Inside this select query, right? So inside this only we can access it. How that in joins we will discuss, guys, not now. As of now, just remember how to give the temporary names, that's all. Okay. So here we cannot access outside the query, we cannot access the temporary name. For example, let's say your family gave you the temporary name as a Chintu. Chintu can be accessible only inside the family. In your school, Chintu is not accessible. Okay. One more point. This temporary name won't affect to your original table name. Original table name will be as it is. For example, if I write select everything from what was the original table name? This. So if I run the code, see, we are getting the same output. So, see, when your family will give you temporary name on your Aadhaar card, PAN card, in your school, your original name will be as it is, right? So, these temporary names won't affect to your original names. They will be as it is, okay? So, do remember this. Now, let's say the temporary name I want to give as employee info, like this, info. Space is there in the temporary name. Now, if I run the code, I got an error because whenever you want to give the temporary name, backtick is must, guys. You have to make use of backtick like this. So now if you run the code, see, we don't have any issue. So whenever we are giving the temporary names to the table, if that name has space, go with the backtick. It is must. It is not a single quote. It is a backtick. If you want to use numbers before the temporary names, then also you have to make use of backtick. If you want to use special character before temporary name, you have to make use of backtick. Do remember this. Plus, while giving the temporary names, you can make use of as keyword. But as is not mandatory, you can skip it. Like select everything from coders organization employee details as one to employee info. So it is good when we are reading the query. Okay. So that's why this as is required. Just while reading the query, we are comfortable with that as. Because SQL, previously we were calling SQL as a SQL language. Because SQL is similar like your English. So SQL means structured English query language. We were calling SQL as a SQL. SQL means structured English query language. So your queries are similar like our English language, guys. So that's why this as you can use just for the sake of your comfort while reading the query. If you skip also, nothing will happen. So this is the example where we have given temporary name to the table. Now let's give the temporary name to the column. If I write select coders employee name from, this is a table name, from this table name. So now I'll just run the query. Yeah, I'm getting coders employee name over here. I'll just keep it here. Okay. So now we are going to give temporary name to the column. See, when you are giving temporary name to the table, table name space new name you can give. In the similar way, column name space. What is the temporary name you want to give? Let's say it is employee name. That's all. So now we are going to run this query. See, what is the table name we got? Table name we got it as employee name. Table name, it is not reflecting coder's employee name. So what is the meaning of this temporary name? It is not changing the name in your original table, guys. It remains as it is. While projecting that part of data to you. See, this is called as projecting the result set to you. So while projecting the result set, it will mention this temporary name in the result set. See, we don't have these tables in the hard disk, okay? These small tables which you are getting in result set. In hard disk, those tables are not present. In hard disk, you have a big table. From that, if you ask for employee name, it will take employee name ka copy and it will project to you. That's all. Okay. So while projecting the data, it is giving this employee name over here. Let's say if you want to use space, employee first name, like this I want to display. Now if I run the code, beautifully I got one error. So how to fix this? Whenever we have a space in the temporary name, they must be enclosed in backtick. So here I will enclose this in backtick. Now we'll run the code. Can you see the column name now? Employee first name. So in original table, your column name remain as it is. In the output table, it will reflect that particular column name. That's all about your table and column aliasing with respect to MySQL, guys. Now we will understand with respect to Oracle. I will copy this code as it is. I'll just change the database to Oracle. Okay, Oracle database. Control A, Control V. This query you will be getting in the notes, guys. Okay, this whatever the query I have written. In Oracle, if you want to give temporary table name like this, backtick you should not use if space is there. Rather, double quotes you have to use. Double quotes like this. Here also, backtick you cannot use. You have to use double quotes while giving the table names. Rest everything will be as it is. See, we are getting employee first name. Okay, temporary name. So all the rules will remain as it is in Oracle and in MySQL. In Oracle, we have to use backtick. In MySQL, we have to use backtick. In Oracle, we have to use double quote. So let's go through the notes. See, aliasing means temporary names assigned to your columns or tables. They exist during the query execution. Within the query, it is accessible. Outside, not allowed. For MySQL, we have to use backticks. For Oracle, we have to use double quotes when we have space, special characters, or it starts with digits. In MySQL, they are not case sensitive. Means if you have given some temporary column names, uppercase, lowercase doesn't matter. But in Oracle, it is case sensitive, guys, if it is in double quote. Okay, we'll discuss about it in joins concept. So reserved keyword as a temporary names we should not give. Okay, that's all. So these are the interview question answers. You can practice with this. And here I have given some examples which you can use to practice. See, select salary as a monthly salary. So in MySQL, if you want to give temporary name to this salary column, see, monthly salary space is present. So we will enclose in backtick. In Oracle, in double quote, we will enclose it. Again, aliasing with reserved keyword. Select name as order from customers. Again, select name as order. So same queries are there, guys. Okay. So yeah, that's all. Salary from employee as a salary. So as is not mandatory. Okay. If you want, you can skip it. That's all, guys. So this is all about our table and column aliasing. So whatever the queries we have practiced with, I'm going to copy paste here. So this query you have to practice in Oracle database. Okay. And one more query I will paste for MySQL database. Okay. In case of MySQL database, this will change with your backtick. That's all. By mistake, I have written one. Just use backticks over here. And here also we have to make use of backtick. That's all. So this is the query which you have to practice with respect to MySQL. Let me make it little bit bold over here. And this is the example of Oracle. Okay. So that's all about our SQL aliasing, guys. Do remember in the interviews, if they are asking you, do you know about aliasing in SQL? Just tell, okay, aliasing means temporary names. When to use, where to use, soon we are going to discuss in the joins concept. So that's all, guys. We'll meet in the next video with the new concept. Until then, take care all of you and have a good day to all. Thank you.